My name is Mimisa Pagan, and I am a Uniting America Fellow here at PASO, the West Suburban Action Project in Melrose Park.
What am I? I'm a student, but I'm also involved with PASO in Nuestra Voz, our youth leadership organization.
And Yusina Sanchez, also with PASO, West Suburban Action Project. I'm the lead community organizer and funding staff of PASO.
Uniting America is a program that is focused on volunteerism and really focused on getting people interested in working with the immigrant community that maybe have not really had the chance or been exposed to the immigrant community. It's really trying to develop bridges between communities that maybe have not really had much dialogue or for whatever reason has not really come together.
Well, volunteerism is extremely important. One, because it involves the entire community, and then at the same time it works as networking within each other. You know, a neighbor that has a friend that they're from the same location, and then they start getting to know each other, and it's basically becoming very having a community that's very social with one another, and at the same time they get to know each other through volunteerism.
Engaging people in conversation is key for us. And communities that are growing Latino, but that have an extensive history of other communities having settled here. So really, how do we connect those bridges with people that are living together, are working together, are going to school together, yet many times there's no vehicle for that communication or that dialogue. So for us, a huge strength and a huge reason why we decided to join the New America campaign was to set up a vehicle, essentially, where people can be communicating, can be connecting with one another, can be seeing the similarities that they have as neighbors, as community members, and what that potentially relationships can bring to impact our community.
I had the opportunity to tutor a man when I was in school, and he was a father and he had a daughter, and he had recently moved from, I think maybe Guatemala, and so he was new to the city, you know, in New Haven where I went to school, and the reason he wanted to, you know, finally, you know, make sure he learned English was that he wanted to get involved in his daughter's education and didn't really know or feel comfortable knowing how to go about doing that, right? And so that was the motivation, and it was amazing to see him, you know, for the couple of months that I got, because I worked with him for a semester, to see him really start engaging the school where his daughter was at. You know, and so the time I tutored with him and spent with him just, you know, practicing, having conversations, I also was able to kind of introduce him to really the system, the public school system, which he didn't understand, right? Just coming from a completely, you know, in a place that, you know, that the system is set up differently. And so it was very interesting to see him, you know, really engage and learn with that. And then, you know, simple as, you know, explain to him, yeah, you know, if you want to talk to your teacher, you have every right to, you know, to talk to your daughter's teacher. And if for whatever reason, you know, you can't communicate with her, you know, they should be able to provide you somebody who can translate. And, you know, something as simple as that, something that like seemed completely foreign to him, was really, you know, great to see that he started engaging with that. Actually, after I finished with him, you know, my tutoring with him, I found out maybe like maybe a year or so later, I had happened to run into somebody who worked at the place where I had given him tutoring and mentioned him, and he actually ended up running for the local school council. And so it kind of, although I, you know, wasn't able to keep as much in touch with him, and then, you know, I graduated and things like that, it was really amazing to see that even for those couple months, to see him then continue to grow after that, even if I didn't get, you know, I wasn't involved in that, you know, so that I think is truly, you know, amazing. It's something that you can spend a couple months with somebody and see what they're really capable of, and, you know, that can really help to benefit his daughter's education.